Good. In your child's pose, begin to round your spine. And then empty the breath and extend the spine. Inhale, round your spine. Exhale, release. Now once again, put your forearms on the floor, bring your hands together, bring the prayer behind the head, fingers point down, thumbs at the nape of your neck, and then use your core muscles to sit up. Arms back up, elbows up to the sky, biceps by the ears. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, float over to the right side, release the right hand and stretch. Now turn your left shoulder open a little bit more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean to the left arm down, lift up and over. Good, push away from the floor, rotate the right shoulder open. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, send the prayer to your heart. Rise up onto your shins. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, point your hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your chin and your chest to the floor, or perhaps to your forehead. Hips lift up in the air. Breathe in and empty out. Push your hands down and engage the muscles under the arms so that the shoulders are supported, no dumping into the shoulder blades. Inhale, bring the forearms down again. Look forward and shoot yourself forward. Tuck your toes. Find a plank just for the breath, and then lower your hips to the floor. Come all the way down. Walk the hands back under the chest. Elbows inside and towards your rib cage. Top of the foot, shin down. Knees are lifted. Inhale, lift your chest up. Hold your hands off the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Crown of the head forward. So don't look at yourself. Press firmly through your feet. Reach your arms back. Interlace your fingers, palms together. Lift your chest up. Press through the legs to lift the torso up. Inhale a little higher. Exhale, lower your chest and lift your legs. Inhale, lower your legs, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your chest, lift your heels, your legs, and then lift your arms and your chest, reach back for your feet. Kick a little higher if it's there for you. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, chest down. Push back, lift your chest up. Top of the foot, shin or knees stay to the floor. And roll over your toes, hips up in the air, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift, exhale. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, float up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees and look forward. Take little steps to walk to the top of your mat. When you get to the top of your mat, take your two fists in between your ankles or in between your instep and measure out the width approximately of your hips. Send your weight forward towards the balls of your feet. Hang your head down. Now this is going to sound funny to you guys. It's going to feel funny. Take your hands on your buttocks. You know where your sitting bones are, right at the base of that. And then take your hands and lift the sitting bones up and open. All right? It's you're doing it, I'm not touching it. I did have a teacher who used to do that to me, and while I thought it was really weird, it felt really good. Release your hands and grab opposite elbows. So now you have that lift up. You feel that lift. Self-generated. Then we start to learn how to do it without our hands having to help us. Take the opposite hand and set it in front. You can sway a little bit or stay in the stillness. Make your way back to center. Shift your way forward, head down. Keep your arms connected. Whichever arm's on top doesn't matter. Press down, tuck the chin in, and roll up through your spine. As you come up to standing, biceps by the ears. I don't like to look over my microphone. Good. Lift up and lean up and over to the right side. Pull your left shoulder, chest open. Inhale back to center. Exhale up and over to the left side. Pull the right shoulder back, chest open. Inhale back to center. Open up your arms. Exhale. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Knuckles down. Heart lifts. Inhale. Send yourself forward. Exhale. Hang your head. Arms up. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Once you get down to the floor, you can decide if it's appropriate or not for you to straighten your legs. One more breath. Inhale, release your hands to the floor of the blocks, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step to a plank. Hold your plank for the breath and lift your hips up in the air as you empty the breath, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. Exhale, step your right foot through. Lower your left knee. Release the top of the foot shin. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Now, come back so you're on your knee for a second, and then hinge forward. Get a little bit deeper into that hip flexor. Reach up, open up your heart. Hug your right hip towards your left hip. Inhale. Exhale, float the hands to the floor of the blocks. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift your left knee up off the floor and straighten your right leg. Fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Turn your left toes on their side. So if you had a clock at the front of the room, it would be 10 o'clock with your left toes. Bend your right knee. Press firmly through your feet. Bring your right hip to the midline. Take your left arm forward, up, and around. Let's turn to face the left side of the room. Arms shoulder height. Pull the left arm back, right arm forward. Right thigh parallels to the floor. Inhale. Sink down lower, exhale. Inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Bring your tailbone right underneath you. Turn your right palm up, left palm down. Take it back. Lift out of your waistline. Press your left hip towards your right knee. Take your left arm, reach it to the back of the room or frame the face. Inhale, rise up, both arms over the head to the right side. Right arm on top of the thigh. Open up your torso. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the floor, spin it around. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Feet together. Inhale, float your left leg high in the sky. Exhale, send your left leg through. Lower your right knee to the floor. So set it up first. The knee is over the ankle. The right knee is behind the hip. Your toes can be tucked or untucked. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Sit up onto your knee and then hinge forward. It just gives you a little bit of space here, and then carry that space with you. Breathe. Reach up. Don't let your bottom ribs pooch out. That's just taking too much into your lower back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. Inhale, lift your right knee up. Straighten your left leg and fold. Press both sides of the feet down, both feet. Right heel may or may not be lifted, depending on your hand flexibility. Inhale, lengthen, hands on the floor. The block is always nice. Exhale. Good. Now, rebend your front knee and turn your right foot. If the clock was still at the front of the room, you would be on about 2 o'clock. And the left hip wants to draw out to the left side, so draw it back into the center. Inhale, stretch your right arm forward, come up. Right arm back, left arm forward, exhale. Reach two directions. Hide your right hand behind your left. Back foot is firm. Big toe, little toe on the floor. Inhale. Sink a little lower, exhale. Good. Flip your left palm. Inhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Bump your right hip to your left knee. Breathe. Reach out like you're being pulled to the back of the room. Take your right hand and reach it out to the back or frame your face. Inhale, rise up and lean forward. Exhale, left hand on the floor, on the thigh, excuse me. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach the right arm to the mirror. No weight in your left arm, everybody. Pick it up, get honest with yourself. There you go, nice change. Exhale, right hand down, spin it around. Step your left foot back, hips in the air. Feet together, inhale, float your right leg high. Exhale, send your right foot through. Lower your left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower your hands, straighten both legs. Inhale, bend your right knee, turn your left toes on their side. Left arm comes forward and up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, arms frame your face. Inhale, rise up. Hinge forward. Exhale, right hand on top. Left arm stays up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor block. Spin it around. Right foot to the back of the mat. Hips in the air, downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg high. Exhale, send your left leg through. Lower your right knee to the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down, both legs straight and fold. Inhale, bend your front knee, turn your back foot on its side, shoot your right arm up and back around. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip, reverse. Right arm by your ear. Inhale, come up and over. Exhale, left hand comes on your thigh. Inhale, release your hand. Exhale, step back, hips up, down dog. Inhale, right leg high in the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through, lower your left knee. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands down, legs straight and fold forward. Lift the back knee. Inhale, bend your front knee, turn your back foot on its side. Shoot your left arm forward, up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip back, stay back. Exhale, left arm by the ear. Inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, right hand rests on your thigh, ever so gently. Inhale, release your hands. Exhale, turn it and step back to down dog. Inhale, close your left leg up. Exhale, send your left leg through, lower your right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, straighten both legs. Inhale, rebend your front knee, turn the back foot on its side. Right arm comes up, back and around. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right arm by the ear. Inhale, lift up and over, left arm on top, right arm overhead. Inhale, release your hands. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a plank. Exhale, bend your elbows halfway or to your knees. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or stay on your low cobra belly. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, come high up on your tippy toes. Exhale, walk your feet to the middle of the mat. Have your blocks come with you. One on the right side, one on the left side. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Bend your knees or put your hands on blocks. Lift your feet up. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Wrap your big toe around your wrist on both sides. Look forward. Inhale. And exhale, fold elbows out to the side, head towards the shins. Weight shifts forward to the balls of your feet. Get rid of the tension in your neck. Just drop your head side to side, forward and back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Give a final pull here. Exhale, hands to your hips. Press up to stand. Inhale, release your arms by your side. Close your eyes for a moment. Find a little stillness. Find the grounding of your feet. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for Donatella wearing that shirt, so I remember to ask you. Open up your eyes. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Turn the palms to face forward. Exhale, hands up, shoulder height. Shoulders back and down. Arms are strong. Inhale. Bend your knees and sit back like you're in a chair. Weight is back in the heels. Toes can lift. Good. Send the weight back. Send the weight back. Good. Trying to get your shins, your thighs, parallel to the floor. Push back a little further. Like pretend you're in a tug of war and you gotta sit back in order to not fall forward, yeah? Push down firmly through your legs. Come all the way up. Inhale. Shoulders drop down. Exhale. Inhale on your tiptoes. Exhale, bring your arms shoulder height, bend your knees, and just imagine that you're leaning against a wall behind you. Some of you might do that. Lift higher on your toes. Sink a little bit lower. Feel the front muscles of your legs working as you get higher on your toes. Yeah, come higher. Don't release the hips behind you too much. You can get a nice stretch though. Good. Breathe in. Come a little higher on your toes, a little deeper in your squat. Exhale, press down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Release your hands to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, take your right arm under your left once or twice, or hug your shoulders. Palms together, right down the middle of your body, middle of your face. Right down the middle of your body, lift up and down. Stretch your neck a little bit side to side. You can make some movements with your shoulders. And then find that stillness right in the center line. Inhale, bend your knees and lift your right heel. Send your weight back. Right heel can stay down. You can cross the leg over once or twice, or put your foot on the floor, or even on a block. Now once you've got your setting there, drop your left hip under, right hip up, lower your hips, arms in the center of your body. Inhale, you may fly if you like to fly forward. You choose. You know, again, I tell you, you can do all these kinds of things, but why are you doing it? Just think about why. Not just because it's habit, right? We all got that. One more breath. Good. Inhale, press down, rise up, arms up. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, left arm under right once, twice, or hug, lift your arms up and down. There's a bit of a little bit of tension in the neck, shoulders. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your left heel. You choose. These are choices. Cross it over, don't cross it over, hug it, find it, touch your foot on the block. And then once you get where you're going, level out your hips. Drop your hips down, arms in the center line of your body. If you're flying forward, fly forward, elbows in front of the knee. Nothing collapsing. Be the eagle perched in the tree. We're tracing. Drop a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Arms up, legs up. Hands to prayer. Empty the heart. Empty the heart. Don't empty the heart. Just empty the breath. Place your hands on your hips. Open up your right hip. Hug your left hip in so the hips go level. Place the right foot above or below the knee. Toes point down. Hug your left hip into the center. Feel like there's a suction cup on the inside of your thigh and your foot, combining each other, right? Meeting to each other. Press your hands to prayer. If this is super easy today, close your eyes. Or maybe roll your tree branches. Think about that left standing leg. Hug it in nice and firm. Reach up like you're being pulled up. Ground down like you're being pulled down. One more breath. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, step it down, arms down. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hands on your hips. Weight in the right leg, open up your left hip, heel up. Now, the tendency is what I call public asana, standing on line in public, waiting to be checked out. Hug that hip in. Think about it next time you're on the checkout line. All right, take your left foot, keep it down, bring it above or below the knee. Toes down, hip opens. Once you find stability, hug the right hip in. Sit up nice and tall. Choose what you want to do here. Stay. Close your eyes, open your arms, a little of both. If you feel, when the balance is easy, try closing your eyes. It's really kind of surprising sometimes. One more breath, reach higher, reach lower. Hands to prayer. Release the hands, release the feet. Separate the feet. Inhale. Let's just fold over for a second. Bend your knees, shake it out. Now, you should have a block to the right side of your mat. Keep it there. And then ragdoll to stand back up, bring your hands to your hips. Turkey face yoga 6. I don't think there's a whole lot of room for you there today. Good. Separate your feet as wide as your shoulders, or as wide as your arms, I should say. So your arms should be right over your ankles. Shoulder height. Hello. You're in a different place. Bring your arms behind your back. And trust me, I couldn't see from here. Palms together, knuckles down, lift your chest up. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders together. Lift out of the middle of the back as opposed to the lower back. And then fold forward, bend your knees to get there. Once you get down there, again, it's your decision. Do I straighten my legs? Should I straighten my legs? Is it appropriate? And then where your arms are, you might be with a towel or a strap. Reaching the arms over your head. Breathe. Take your time in that breath. Press firmly through your feet. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Tuck your chin down into your chest. Pull yourself up with the strength of your legs and your arms. Bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Good, exhale. Interlace your fingers, the other finger on top behind your back. Knuckles down, heart lifts. Soften the knees as you hinge forward. Reach the arms up over your head. Then decide, am I going to straighten my legs more or not? But guess what? The answer doesn't matter. Just keep the weight out of the knees, so shift towards the balls of your feet. Inhale. Empty the breath. Inhale, rise up. On your way up, grab your block into your right hand. Take your arms back, shoulder height. Palms down. Engage your shoulders, your lats. Turn your right toes to the back of the room. Turn your left toes to 10 o'clock. Bump your hips towards the mirror. Reach out as far as you can. Straight legs, straight front like Naomi. Yeah. And then take the block on the outside of your right shin, behind your ankle. Take the left hand to your hip and rotate your torso as if you were me against the wall right here. And then stretch the arm in the air. Eye gaze can be up or down, you choose. Now, I want to make sure that your right hand is not putting all the weight on the block, so let it go for a second. And you can keep it go, let go, or hold on to it back on the block. Spin your shoulders, chest, hips open, reach tall. Exhale, look down. Inhale, take the block in your hand, rise up. Turn both toes to face yoga 6, and then turn your left toes to the front of the room. Back toes come about 2 o'clock. Open your arms up, shoulder height, inhale. Bump your hips to the back of the room, reach your torso to the front. Reach, 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 and bring the hand outside the shin. Left hand comes to your hip shoulders. Rotate the torso open. Inhale, stretch it up. Breathe. Now take your hand off the block so you know what's working here. If you collapse, you got all your weight in the arm. Take a load off. Reach and lengthen, rotate, rotate, rotate. Look down at your toes. You can keep the block there. Inhale, rise up. Good. Exhale, turn your toes to face me. Hands on your hips. Walk or jump your feet together and turn to face the front of the room. So if you have 2 blocks on one side, just move 1 block on either side of your mat now. And bring them forward for me. Inhale. And exhale. Stand with your feet together, mountain pose. You're somewhere towards the middle of your mat, or if you're further back, it's okay. Hands back on your hips. Notice the levelness of your hips. Inhale, step your left foot back 2 to 3 feet. So you're not on a tightrope. Your feet are at least hips width apart, perhaps even wider. All the weight is evenly distributed. Big toe, little toe, ball of the heel. And now level out your hips. Pull the right hip back and down. Left hip forward. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward and fold. Halfway. Look at yourself. Bump the hip back. And exhale, place your hands on the floor or the blocks or the shin. Keep the length in the spine. So if you're using the blocks, have them out in front of you so your spine stays long. Inhale. Exhale, fold on top of your right knee. Lengthen your spine. Good. Press firmly into both sides of your feet. Inhale. Feel the breath moving evenly on the right and left sides of your waistline. Good. Inhale, look forward, halfway up. Bring your hands to your hips, lengthen your spine. Good. Now take your left arm forward, thumb up. Keep the left arm forward, keep the spine long. Rotate the torso. Bring the left hand on the inside, outside foot, shin, or on a block. You can also keep the block in front of you, keeping again the length in the spine a little bit longer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. When the shoulders stack, right arm comes up, palm faces. Yoga 6. Hug your hips together. Rotate through your torso. Shoulders are connected so you don't move them individually. One more big breath. Find a little bit more space. Empty the breath, fold over your right leg. Let it go. Bend the knee, tuck the chin into the chest. Press firmly down through the feet. Keep the chin tucked to the chest. Ragdoll to stand up. Bring your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Hinge forward. Put a soft bend in the front leg. Begin to take flight off of your left leg. Right leg stays. Left leg lifts. Point the toes, level out the hips. Option to bring your arms forward will be more challenging. By your side, behind you in prayer, wherever, even on your blocks. So if you're on your blocks, you have a great opportunity to keep your hips nice and level while firming up the standing leg. Breathe in, out. Hang here for 3, for 2, and 1. Feet together, and again, forward fold. Bend your knees, let go. Inhale and let go. Exhale. Like a rag doll, roll through your spine to come up to standing. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Place your hands on your hips. So that helps us find levelness. Take your right foot back 2 to 3 feet. Separate your feet hips width apart. So some of us have the tendency to do this. Right back to pelvis. Come back to center. Inhale. Good. Press firmly through your legs. Lift your knees up. Stretch your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your heart now. Stop halfway. And then begin to fold down. Keep the spine long. So the arms on the block out front will keep a long spine. Now you've got to pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Level out the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale. So I don't care how low you go. Your head does not have to touch your knee or your shin. Inhale and exhale. Press firmly through your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Put your hands back on. Let's put both hands on the hips to start. Come up, level it out. Right arm shoots forward, thumb up. Inhale, keep that length as you begin to rotate. Hand on the inside, outside foot, shin, or block. The block can still stay forward. Lengthen, 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 and rotate. Stack your shoulders. You've got to find, before you twist or bend, you always find the space. Lengthening. Left arm comes up. Maybe you look at it. Keep hugging your hips towards the midline. Big toes firmly pressing down. No dumping in your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Fold down. Inhale. Come up. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up to standing. Good. Stretch your arms overhead. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart, exhale. Now, soften your front knee and begin to hinge forward and begin to take flight off of your right leg. Toes down, hips squared. And you choose, is it appropriate where your arms go, why you do it, where you do it. Firm up your left standing leg. Drop your right hip level to the floor. So again, hands on the blocks gives us that great opportunity to find that levelness without having to deal with so much balance. It's still plenty of balance. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, feet together, stand up. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, stretch your right arm up in the sky. Turn the palm to the mirror. Bend your left arm. Exhale, take your left foot. Place it in your hand from the inside. Bring your knees together. Tailbone underneath you. You can stay right here. Or begin to tilt forward and hinge. Begin to kick your leg behind you and hinge. Kick, kick, kick. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Focus. Stay in yoga. That focal point that you stare at. Trying to keep the hip level. Trying to hide the knee behind the hip. One more breath. Come back slowly. Release your arms. I used to be a king. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Bring your right arm to your waistline. Hitchhiker. Don't hitchhike. Put your weight in your left leg. Pick up your right foot from the inside. You might have to drag it out there, but bring it back. Now, you want to hide the knee behind the hip. You don't want to have it out here, right? So you might not go as far. Who cares? Inhale. Only you. Exhale, begin to hinge, begin to kick. But it's all right. But it's all right. I'm okay. How are you? How are you? Kick it, kick it, kick it. Inhale. Release your arms. Exhale. Inhale, hands to your heart. Cross one hand over the other. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the blocks. Good. Now, come onto your toes. Take a block under your knees. Let your knees rest on the block for a moment. Toe stand with your hands at your heart. Close your eyes. So this takes a little of the pressure off of not only the foot, the knee, right? Sit up tall in your spine. And everything around me turned to rust. Take 2 more breaths here. Isn't this much nicer than sitting up on your toes? 1 more big breath. Empty the breath, bring your hands down. Push your weight back and have a seat. Keep the block where it is. Take your feet and put the block in between your 2 feet. Keep the groin open, so move your feet forward. Inhale. Good. Take your hands inside of your calves and fold over. You can take the other block and let your head rest right on it. Pull the belly into the spine. Here you go, Naomi. Nice little restore for you. Relax the neck and shoulders. Let gravity assist in the opening of the hips. Pull the belly button to the spine. Relax tension. Scan your body. Notice if you're holding tension. If you're holding it in your neck, your shoulders, and your glutes, and your abs, and your breath, and your facial muscles. Let go of all that. Inhale, just let go of your hands. Place your hands on the floor or the block. Roll yourself to sit. Take the large block out to the side. Take the other block, turn it upside down, like that. Bring it between you. Let's keep it between our feet. Squeeze the block. So, you know, if you do a chaturanga, it's like squeezing the ankles inward. Hands underneath the thighs, inhale. Good. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see where you're going. So you're sitting up tall, you're in front or on top of your sitting bones. Tuck your chin into your chest, round your spine. Don't go too far. Just like a letter C. Inhale, come up. Good. You should feel that sitting bones being rolled over, yeah? Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. Now release your arms. Take a breath. Keep the scooped out semicircle spine. Start to articulate your spine down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Now, don't let your head touch the floor. Take your arms behind your head and lift your legs up off the floor with the block in between the ankles. Inhale. Lift your head and shoulders up. Exhale. Stretch the legs to the sky. Watch the block. Don't let it fall. Reach your hands to your toes. Flex your feet like you're standing up on the ceiling. Breathe in and out. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Place the feet down. Pull yourself up. Take the block. Put it in your hand. And begin to roll down onto the back. Keep it in your hand. Place your feet on the floor. Then face the back. So listen for the cues if you're not sure. This is for you, Jane, this song. Press your heels in line with your sitting bones. And lift your hips in the air. Take your block on its lowest height today. Put it right under your sacrum. That's the lowest part of your spine. Stretch the right leg in the air without holding on. Stay there. Bring your arms by your side. Legs straight up in the air. Pull your right, which leg did I tell you? Left? Right, okay, good. I thought I said left, I don't know why. Now, so push your right hip down on the block because there'll be a tendency to roll a little bit more to the side, right? Flex and point, roll the ankle. And point the toes. And as you point the toes, lower the leg down slowly, slowly, slowly. Reach, as you're lowering the leg, think about it being pulled out of your hips slowly. Slowly, you should be, I don't know, not even halfway down yet. Keep it going. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And then finally, let the leg touch to the floor. Open up your left leg and just let it open. Drop it open. Put your right hand on your right hip. Remind it to stay down more. Inhale, bend the knees, both of them on the floor, heels line up with the sitting bones. Exhale, send your left leg in the air, point flex, roll to the ankle. Now practice pushing your left hip onto the block so you're level. Point and flex, and then point your toe. Start to lower the leg, reach out and down, out and down. So imagine that your foot is being pulled out of your hip, giving it length out of the hip socket, right? And now imagine it lowering at the same time. As the leg finally lowers to the floor, let your right knee splay open. Put your hand on your hip to remind it to stay down. Good, now just take your right leg, straighten it up and stretch it out in front of you. Let your body weight be supported by the block. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Grab opposite fingers, wrists, elbows, or just open the arms. You can windshield wiper your feet for a few breaths. Look inside yourself rather than around. Without squeezing the glutes, without holding on to anything unnecessary, let your body weight support it. Be surrendered into the earth. Inhale, bend both knees again, release the arms. Exhale, lift your hips up off the block, move it to the side. Lower, articulate your spine down to the floor, and then hug your knees to your chest. Let the knees be a little bit wider as you rock on your spine, a little bit side to side, or maybe circles. If you're doing circles, do both directions. Return to center. Draw the hands to the outside of the knees, bring them together. Like we did standing, take your right leg all the way over your left leg. You can bind it once or twice, or just draw the heels to the buttocks. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right, let your knees fall over to the left side, spinal twist. Anything with the arms. Uncross your legs, come back to center, hug your knees. Inhale. Exhale, cross your left leg on top of your right once or twice, or just grab the heels towards the buttocks. Inhale, release your arms to the side, shift your hips to the left, knees fall over to the right side. Anything you do with the arms. Uncross the legs. Come back to center. Hug the knees all the way up to your chest. Exhale. Start to extend your legs out in front of you. Take your arms over your head. Hook your thumbs and reach as far away from your midpoint in both directions as you can go. Point your toes, reach your fingers, breathe in. And then empty the breath. Release the arms. By your side, turn the palms up. Allow your hips to splay open. If you like to be supported by blocks or bolts or whatever you have, cover with a towel. Take this time to do that now. And as you find your way into this final resting position, I'll be coming around with some light scent. If you do not want the light scent, put your hands on your belly, please. Scan your body from head to toe. Remind yourself of what you're grateful for. Let it be your mantra. All of the thoughts distant. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to make small movements through your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. If you're supported, bring yourself off of the supports carefully. And everybody draw your knees to your chest. One side. Take your time, make your way back to a comfortable seat, face front. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Bring your chin down. Bow in gratitude to yourselves. And then turn to someone on your right, left, in front, or behind you and acknowledge the beauty, peace, love, light, and goodness within each one of you. Namaste. Set now, go in peace. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your weekend. Have a great Saturday. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them. Blocks go back on the baker's rack. And you are dismissed. And you are dismissed too.